Make a salute. Welcome to another episode of AXIOM TV. How's everyone doing? I'm your host, Jason V. Sareve, aka the Warrior King of the North, and also known as Brave Mind, the Antichrist. In this video, I want to discuss a topic that is beneath my level of the normal topics that I like to delve into. But every once in a while, I like to broach topics on geopolitics. And though Shakespeare, or pardon me, Socrates, once said that strong minds discuss ideas, average minds discuss events, and small minds discuss people, I hope that he'll excuse my small-mindedness with this video. I wanted to chime in on this President Trump versus Steve Bannon fiasco or shenanigans. In my humble opinion, Steve Bannon should be applauded for his pointing out the questionable and disingenuous patriotism of Donald Trump Jr. I find it laughable that our president speaks against Colin Kaepernick and other NFL players taking a knee to the national anthem, while people in his very campaign were meeting with our arch nemesis, Russia. Veering back on the topic, instead now the very people who legitimized Mr. Bannon are scrambling to discredit him. So I guess this video is to speak up for him. Which would and the people trying to discredit him are being led by our Vietnam draft deferment president, multiple draft deferments president, who now refers to his former cabinet member as Sloppy Steve. Wait, doesn't Steve Bannon at least have a record of military service? But he's the one who has lost his mind? I suppose I shouldn't find anything odd about that glaring contradiction, since our celebrity patriot / selfie happy president saves his affinities for soldiers who weren't captured. Talk about figuratively napalm dousing and burning the POW flag. On a side note, this disqualifies, at least to me, any intellectual credibility of any active military service member or veteran who voted for President Trump, then at the time candidate Trump, or currently supports him. And here's what's really weird. How do you attempt to discredit someone's statements and then file a cease and desist violation of non-disclosure agreement against them? Doesn't that actually validate what Mr. Bannon is saying instead? Which brings me to the cover photo for this video of President Trump and Steve Bannon. No man, especially one who incessantly portrays himself as an alpha masculine, publicly holds another man's shoulders like this in a patriarchy, unless they are close or they want to give that other person that impression. This is a heartfelt, romantic embrace, to say the least. It's an attaboy. It's an acknowledgement, a special dap, meant to convey appreciation of perceived exemplary effort. Chris Christie didn't get one of these, and he was one of the first politicians to endorse Trump when he was a candidate. I haven't seen one of these given to Paul Manafort, George Papadopoulos, Sean Hannity, or even Billy Bush when he was trying to give Trump then private citizen hotelier Trump the hookup when they got off the now infamous bus. Alex Jones, I suppose, did get a press pass, and I won't let you down. If Steve Bannon didn't play a vital role in the Donald getting elected, why in the wide world of redneck and honky-tonk politics would he deserve this public gesture of gratitude? If you want to announce that the man has gone rogue, then say that. But don't pretend as if he did nothing for you. Or why would you give him a job in the administration of chief strategist, if at all? It's an insult to anyone with a strand of unbiased intellect. Good thing for the president that most of his base are easily swayed by his entertaining antics and find arithmetic strenuous. But 2 + 2 = 4 every time. Am I the only person who finds the hypocrisy overly humorous? Last point on the topic of Russia itself and our view of it in terms of the United States. Pundits love to strongly claim that a moral equivalency cannot be drawn between the U.S. and Russia, though U.S. white nationalists, who are diehard Trumpeteers, use it and Vladimir Putin as a model of their desired utopia. And I find the glaring irony that Russia saved Western civilization twice, from first Napoleon and then Hitler, to put it in historical context. I also find it interesting that though much is made of our disdain for Russia and the hoopla about the Cold War, we've never outright gone to war with them. Only proxy wars have been fought, using other people to fight rather than doing our own dirty work. Something similar to what both governments do with their soldiers. If I'm to be intellectually honest, from my vantage, this promoted US versus Russia thing is like trying to find a metric to distinguish between the acumen of Jeff Daniels' and Jim Carrey's characters in the movie Dumb and Dumber. Pardon me. Thank you. Subscribe and hit the bell icon to receive future postings. I hope you forgive me, Socrates. Thank you. Oh, thank you, salute.